Thanks,
All
guys.
right. Moving on to education now. Fairfax County, Virginia, back in the news. This time it's because the local public library is planning to pay a controversial writer more than $35,000 for a one-hour lecture next month. Nicole Hannah-Jones is the author of the 1619 Project and a vocal proponent of equity strategies in the nation's schools. A push for equity led Thomas Jefferson High School, a prestigious Fairfax County school, to cut its merit admissions test in 2020, causing Asian American enrollment to plummet. Kenny Hsu is the author of An Inconvenient Minority. He's also president of Color Us United and a board member for Students for Fair Admissions. This lecture is going to happen just down the street from where I live, Kenny, so it's of interest to me. Now, Nicole Hannah-Jones has argued that Asian students do not qualify as students of color. And there are many people in this country who believe that, well, Asian Americans don't as minorities because they are, quote, white adjacent. What do you say?
Yeah, and Ibram X. Kendi, who's another social justice activist that Fairfax County invited, said that the standardized test is racist. So let's play out the consequences of this. Are MCATs racist now? My organization, Color Us United, we're doing a campaign against UNC Medical School right now. They want to instill anti-racism in their entire medical school training, including getting rid of MCATs, holistic admissions, teaching doctors intersectionality. These are the top math and science students in the entire country, the top doctors in the entire country, and they're being fed anti-racism, not how to be a good doctor, not how to be a good engineer.
So you wrote about all of this in an op-ed in the Daily Mail. You said, quote, the hate-filled far left are punishing thousands of hardworking students because they are the, quote, wrong race. Yes, progressives really are the true racists that they claim. It's different than equality. Equality gives everybody a level playing field and an opportunity to excel. Equity stops the highest performing people from excelling in order to make it look like the lower performing people are doing better than they are. And yet this is what's being pushed on America in terms of making everybody feel good. It's been likened to giving everyone a participation trophy, as opposed to the team that actually wins the championship being the only one to get a trophy.
Yeah, and I want to be clear where this is from. This is from the accreditation agencies. This is from, the Fairfax County School Board and the medical school accreditation agencies. They have 89 ways that people have to be DEI compliant today, including inviting these speakers like Nicole Hannah-Jones, practicing affirmative action in admissions. The American Association for Medical Professionals has this same DEI program that you can read about at colorusunited.campaign. But Fairfax County and the education and the healthcare lobby are conspiring together to create this kind of new racket that is being promulgated across American schools and medical schools across the entire nation.
So Bill McGurn wrote about all of this in a Wall Street Journal op-ed in which he said, what makes Asian American achievement so resented by our equity warriors is that it exposes as false the narrative about an irredeemably racist America where minorities can't succeed. What do you think of that?
Exactly. They're the inconvenient minority. Think about a racist country, right? Why would a racist country let a minority group, Asian Americans, get the highest education levels in the entire nation, the highest incomes out of all of the racial groups in our country? Why would a racist country do that? And the answer is it's because we're not a racist country. Meritocracy, and Thomas Jefferson shows this. Thomas Jefferson, the nation's #1 math and science high school across the entire nation, is 70% Asian. It's so Asian that the woke progressives feel that it's too Asian, and they want to admit more white kids now. How ironic is that? Woke progressives standing up for white kids. That should be the new mantra of the progressive left.
Kenny Hsu, it's great to talk to you this Friday afternoon. This is a situation clearly that's got the attention of the nation because it's now not just happening in one place. It's beginning to happen all across the country. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate it. You know, Sandra, and then there's the long-term effects of all of this as well, that if you keep the highest performing students from performing, what is that going to do to American competitiveness down the road when countries like China are doing everything they can to produce the highest achievers in the world, and then they have the backup to help them on their way to global domination of the economy? And
that debate. Fascinating discussion there, John. I really look forward to seeing where that all goes.
He's an interesting fellow.
Yeah, indeed. By the way, we're approaching the top of a new hour here. In any moment now, the White House press secretary is set to take questions from the media as Memphis and other major cities brace for the release of the Tyree Nichols body cam footage. We are going to take you to the White House for that briefing. A whole lot she could be asked about, including the growing classified document scandal as well. Plus, the RNC is set to vote on the party's next chair. What will the results say about the state of the Republican Party? Fox News Sunday host Shannon Bream is here. Plus, our all-star panel lineup, I should say. Brian Kilmeade, Dr. Nicole Saphier, and Brian Claypool as America Reports rolls on.